Yo, how's it going, you guys? It's Market Scraper, and in our last update that we did yesterday about Tesla stock, we talked about a couple things. First, we thought we were going to go lower. We thought that we would fill this gap here, and then also potentially even bouncing off this moving average here before going higher. We literally said in our video that probably intraday, maybe early in the session, we will go down, fill the gap here, but actually close higher and then ultimately move higher. And the other scenario we talked about was, well, I guess on Monday or Tuesday we could bounce off this moving average here before going higher. Those are the two scenarios, but ultimately moving higher was the idea of what the setup looked like, to me at least. So we'll see if that continues to play out, but definitely today we definitely had that play out here. And this candle in isolation looks pretty bullish to me. We look like we had a ton of buying pressure here and a nice retest of this moving average. Okay, so we expect to just continue our move higher probably. I guess we should talk about basically this slight situation with this trend line here. How is this trend line looking? Basically, we could find resistance potentially, this trend line which was constantly acting as an area of support, and it could act as a line of resistance now. So we'll see if we have a trouble reclaiming this, and maybe we have to just trade under it for a while. So we'll see what happens with Tesla stock. Let's take a look at Palantir. So with Palantir, we're continuing to trade sideways here. It is looking constructive. I did sell some Palantir options on Friday when we had we saw a lot of strength in Palantir and the broader market was actually falling, right? So I thought that was a strange divergence that I didn't think was going to necessarily hold up well. And then today, actually down around here, I started to buy more options. I started buying options here, bought some more options down here. Since we had such a big recovery intraday, I actually ended up selling out of the options that I bought today, but I still have options running. I have about 20 contracts running, and I have a ton of shares as well for Palantir stock that I'm holding long term. And so Palantir looking good. We're staying above the moving average. We retested uh, this moving average yet again, the 20-period moving average, which has been an important level for a bunch of the stocks that we are watching right now, including the S&P 500. And if you missed, I did post two videos actually yesterday, and one was Mile stock. And within that video, if you're interested in what this is over here, if you haven't been watching my updates, that I drew this actually back when we even like right when we crossed 400 for the first time back in April. I drew this on the board here. And if you're interested in what that is, why that's there, check out my last update that I made yesterday. And I go into that a little bit. So take a look at that. But also, what's interesting is that we basically went to exactly where I thought we'd go to. We went to this line right here. I thought we would go basically that we would retest this moving average here and not close above it. I thought we'd get rejected here, but this is not so surprising. This is just basic technical analysis. Basically, a big move to the downside, followed by probably a recovery and at least a test of this moving average, and that's exactly what we did. Now, is this the low here? We'll be paying attention closely if we continue to make higher lows in this pretty significant structure that we are seeing and continue to see with the S&P 500. Okay, and let's take a quick look at Miles stock here. Anything here? We can also see that we are still struggling below the 20-period moving average with Miles stock, unlike Tesla and Palantir, which are both looking a lot stronger. We're going to see if Miles stock can break above this tomorrow. We do have a nice wick above that could basically show us that we are going to go above, and maybe we open up. It would be nice to see us basically open up above this moving average come Tuesday. So we'll see if that actually happens. That would be pretty encouraging to see that happen. Otherwise, this might be a pretty significant rejection on the 20-period moving average here. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And I hope you guys got some value from this content. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe to this channel for more content like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.